Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Allow me to say good evening to all the football fans around the world, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna, space Romeo Echo Papa Ingo November. And once again, welcome to another matchday review involving Arsenal Football Club. Yes, the Gunners. That's the nickname. Allow me to say good morning to you guys, whether you are taking the kids to school, or you're on your way to a morning jog, or taking the pet for a walk, such as the dog. Or allow me to say good afternoon to you guys. You could be traveling, taking yourself or some friends or family or relatives to London's or to the zoo. You could be traveling around the world, wherever you're going. Safe journey. Or allow me to say good night and rest well, and make sure you wake up happier, especially as it's a new day. For me, this is another matchday preview involving Arsenal Football Club, and it's a massive, massive, massive game. The defining moment for Arsenal Football Club. It's Manchester City v Arsenal. Pep Guardiola versus Mikel Arteta. The master versus the apprentice. And my God, we have got to find a way of defeating Manchester City, which, hell, God, it is not going to be easy. My good Lord, it is not going to be easy. God help us if we drop more than 2 points. We need the 3 points. We need to find a way. And I said it on the fan cam last week. We have got to put in a performance as if their careers or their life depends on it. Because anything less than 2 points, it's a disaster for us psychologically. We cannot afford to feel sorry for ourselves. We know that City have got the experience. We know that we are lacking the experience and mentality compared to Man City's. It's not quite up there yet, but we're trying to build towards that mentality. Now, our last game against Manchester City last season in the league was a disaster. A complete shambolic performance defensively, where we were destroyed by 5-0. It was horrible to watch. It was utterly horrible to watch. It was a despair. That back three that day was Chambers, Holding, and Kolasinac. Two of the back three have since left, and we've still got Rob Holding. And according to reports, it sounds like William Saliba will not make that game against Manchester City. Or if that's the case, it would be too soon for him to make a comeback. So therefore, it means that we have to make do with Rob Holding. Not that he's done too bad. He's not a bad centre half. But again, there's levels to this position. And William Saliba has come into the back line since he's started on a regular basis. He has proven to be solid and a vital part of our back line. But that being said, well, he picked up an injury playing in Europa League, and he hasn't shrugged off the back injury he picked up. Again, Manchester City are going to be the favourites. I have to accept that. And I have to accept that Arsenal are going to be the underdogs. So it is what it is. Before I get into my starting 11 that I would go with, which is going to be my strongest possible, my strongest bench of a 9 subs and the formation. All that I want you to do is show me love, joy, and respect, and smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Smash them with abundance, yeah? Let's see the number of thumbs up like I can get. Let's see how many people across the world share this channel amongst their friends and their relatives, yeah? Virally and globally, especially amongst your friends and your relatives. And if you're watching me or watching this content, or both, preferably, welcome on board. Get sharing. In the comment section below, I'd love to know the starting 11 you would go with. I would love to see the 9 substitution bench you would go with and the formation. Do you think we should change formation? That's the main question. I'm going to put a notice on the community board about the formation change for the Manchester City game for us to benefit getting the right result. Leave it in the comment section below. Your thoughts, your opinions. It's all welcome in the comment section below, yeah? Just keep it nice, but very respectful, yeah? That's what we do on this platform. And as far as I'm concerned, DLG Repping says that my comment section's for positive feedback only, then it is for positive feedback only, yeah? So keep it respectful. And last but not least, smash the subscribe button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately for me. I want to see 1,000 and over subscribers by the middle or the end of this year. So get subscribing. Remember, if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, and I'll do my best to keep it consistent on a daily basis. And you do your best to show me love, joy, and respect by supporting the channel, by subscribing, commenting, liking. Do all of that for me, yeah? So without further ado, let's get into the starting 11. And the formation is a 4-3-3. So in goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, he was abysmal on Friday night. He was abysmal. Unacceptable performance. Unacceptable in the manner that he gave the ball away for the first goal after 25 seconds of the game, or under 25 seconds of the game. And I'm not happy about that. He's got to stop clowning around at times. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't think he knows what he was thinking, but I will trust him. And I do trust him to perform in this game of magnitude. And we're going to need a big performance like he produced against Liverpool away. And 2 big saves at the death. So for me, Aaron Ramsdale is in goal, and he still will be our number 1 undisputed goalkeeper. Why is he not England's number 1? Oh, that's a question for another day. Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Right back. Oh, thought long and hard about this. I'm going to go with Benjamin White. If Bukayo Saka's guaranteed to start, you need to go with Benjamin White, because Saka and Benjamin White have a understanding, and Benjamin White he complements Bukayo Saka easily from an offensive point of view. Defensively, I have no issues with him at all. He can do the job. He reads the game well, and playing as a centre back last season, he understands the job of defending. So Benjamin White at right back for me, one of the best, if not the best, performing right backs in the Premier League this season. Centre half, I'm going to have to go with. You know what? I don't want to believe the rumours. I don't want to believe the rumours or believe that it's been official that William Saliba will not start this game. However, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Unfortunately, we've got to go with a right-footed centre half, and he's only right-footed centre half that is fit at the club, at the squad, within our squad players, should I say. That being said, he's done an all right job. He hasn't had a really poor game. None of the goals were his fault last Friday, and and the Arsenal fan base, amongst myself, etc., they are so quick to criticise Rob Holding, make him the scapegoat. but he had nothing to do with the 3 goals. Yes, Bella Kotchop out jumped him to get that flick on, but no one was marking Galatasaray for Southampton's 3rd goal. That made it 3-1 to the Southampton. No one was marking him, so Rob Holding ain't at fault for that goal or any of the goals that matter. But I'm gonna go with him, and I know you lot can come into the comment section and tell me that Haaland will tear him a new one. And I am worried about Rob Holding. I don't even know. The thing is, I'm going with him, and I know Rob Holding at times does not get goal side of his opponents, and he's got to be goal side of the opponent that he faces. He's got to be aware of where the attacker is going to make their run. Let's say that be Haaland. He's got to be aware of it. Alongside him, maybe our best performing centre-half this season, even ahead of Saliba, Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Now, he has stepped up a lot since Saliba has come back into the first team. And to be fair to him, yeah, he has done incredibly well. He has been excellent in aerial drills, pace on the, well, he's covered ground well, ball on the ground, defended well on the ground, should I say, defended well in the air. He's read the game superbly well this season, and has put in a tackle when it has mattered, especially important tackles. For me, he has been absolutely excellent, so solid. He's been hard to breach. So, yeah, Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. Left back, I'm going with Kieran Tierney. Man City will look at Kyle Walker going down that right. They'll look at, let's say, Riyad Mahrez, or will it be someone else like Bernardo Silva? Either way, I want Tierney on that side, because Man City tend to defend well. Well, they tend to attack well on the right as well as the left. And the left, where being Grealish is, I've gone for Benjamin White to back himself against Grealish. Right, the midfield 3. Thomas Partey starts in the pivotal role. The last 2 games, he has been below standard, by far below standard. But when he's on top of his game, he is potentially one of our match winners. If not one of our match winners, he plays a big part in us winning big games. And Thomas Partey is a big game performer. For me, he's going to be very, very pivotal in this role. On the left-hand side to him, yeah, or on the right-hand side to him, I'm going to go with Martin Odegaard. Now, this is a game where, when it's all going well in games, he's a guy that will, what's the word I'm looking for? He will spur the team on. But when the chips are down, we need him to be the voice. We need him to spur the team on, you know. We need him to lead, because he is the club captain at the end of the day. Simple facts. Granit Xhaka on the left-hand side to Thomas Partey. That will complete the 3. If Granit Xhaka is past fit, he starts. I mean, he was ill for the Southampton game. That's understandable. Hopefully, he's recovered well enough to start this game, because he is going to be important to us. In the midfield, he's like in the team, and he's one of the leaders in the team, and one of the leaders in the dressing room. So for me, I'm starting him on the left-hand side to Thomas Partey. So that's the midfield 3. Now the attackers. On the right wing, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. Like I said earlier, him and Benjamin White complement each other so well on that side of the field. They've got an understanding. Bukayo Saka knows when to give Benjamin White the signal to overlap him, so he can play him in, and vice versa as well. So for me, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. Left wing forward, Gabriel Martinelli. Now, I feel that he is a match winner in the making, and he will cause problems for Man City. If they put Kyle Walker on him, and it won't be so plain and sailing because Kyle Walker is extremely quick, just like Gabriel is. But one thing I can say, Gabriel will have a go at Kyle Walker if he's allowed to. And the reason why I've gone for Kieran Tierney because he complements Gabriel Martinelli on that left hand side. So that's going to be pivot. That's going to be extremely important for me that we get joy on both flanks. Right in the middle, Gabriel Jesus. I don't think it's so much of the case that he's got a point to prove. He wants to play against Manchester City. He wants to play in every game, and I like that. And he's hungry. He's always ready, and he's prepared to cause as much problems for the centre halves as possible. And as he has started every game for the Arsenal since he signed for us, he has caused centre halves nothing but problems for me. And with his sheer strength and his determination, and I think he will cause problems for any two pairs of the Man City defenders, whether it be Akanji, Laporte, Ruben Diaz, whoever it is, he's or John Stones for that matter. He's prepared to make sure that they don't get it easy, and that's what we need. A bit of roughing up on the centre halves, and he's done that well this season. To be fair to him, right? My 9 substitutions. That's the starting 11 is complete. Matt Turner starts off in goal. I mean, he was in goal against Man City in the FA Cup, and there was nothing he could do about that Nathan Ake goal. But that being said, he's obviously the United States of America's #1 goalkeeper. I find with him, his kicking is not too bad. His distribution of the ball to feet is not too bad. But for me, I still think he's got a bit of work to do to convince Mikel Arteta that he can be Arsenal's undisputed #1. Until then, he's on the bench. Substitute number 2, Jakub Kovia on the bench for me. He's a guy who is athleticism. He's 6'2". Very good with the ball at his feet, and very good with the distribution as well. And he's quite athletic, so he's got some speed on him. And he's prepared to come into the first team if called upon. But until then, I feel that he's got to be on the bench. Substitute number 2, Reuell Walters. He's a young man who's come from the youth academy from Hale End. He's a right back. I'm not too sure if he's an England under 19 or 21 international, but I can say, or 20 international, if not 21 international. But I can say that Arteta has put faith on him to come into the first team if we need cover at right back, or if Arteta chooses to move Benjamin Wright at centre half, depending on the performances of our right centre half. That be Holding, Gabriel. I'm hoping the defence puts in the best of the performances. And with all due respect to Reuell Walters, I think he will be going out on loan next season. Substitute number 4, Alexander Zinchenko. My reasons for this is because he does affect the play from an offensive point of view. He does contribute quite a lot. But for me, we need a defensive shape and a structure. And Man City will possibly start off with, let's say, Kyle Walker or John Stones at right back. It might be John Stones, but Pep has asked him to drift inside the midfield to add that extra body. Now, for me, I don't think Arsenal should go that way. I think Arsenal should keep it safe. And if anything, if we don't have much of the ball, be set up to hit Manchester City on the counter-attack. That should be the ultimate plan. So, yeah, Zinchenko on the bench. Substitute number 5, Jorginho. For me, wealth of experience, multiple winner. His ability with the football is second to none. He's reading off the game off the ball. I think it's quite superb. Yes, he's not the upgrade on Partey, but he's more of an upgrade on Nani. But that being said, he's a valuable member of our squad, and I'm glad that we've got him. Substitute number 6, Emil Smith Rowe, for me, has to be on the bench, and I feel that he's going to have to come on and play a part. But depending on how the game goes, who knows? Substitute number 7, Fabio Vieira. Poor game against Southampton. He was extremely poor against Southampton. He looked like he lacked ideas. He looks nervous on the ball. And every tackle against him, you could see that he was not enjoying his game last week, Friday. So he's on my bench. Substitute number 7. Hang on, I said 6, 7. Substitute number 8, Leandro Trossard. Now, he came on and made an outstanding impact against Southampton, and unlucky not to get onto the score sheet. From long range, he hit the bar with a left-footed shot from about near 20 yards. But that being said, he made an instant impact for us, and he changed the dynamic of our attack. And for me, maybe he may start the game tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm having him on the bench. Substitute number 9, Eddie Nketiah. For me, he's just come back from injury. He will only start off the bench because of the form of Jesus, and I feel that we've got to keep that momentum going. Not just Jesus' form, but the performances. So Eddie Nketiah must understand that he's got to sit on the bench and be prepared to come on and make an instant impact. So that's my starting 11 and the 9 substitution bench done. Formation is done as well. So all that I have to say is, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And saving the best to last, I want to thank you all for putting up with me. Once again, look after your friends. Do look after your families. And make sure you look after yourself. Always important, yeah? And it's always a pleasure producing my own version of a review, whether it's a pre-match review or a post-match review. I'll always cover them on this platform here. So, more peace, more lovings, more blessings again. As your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Repping says, we're going to chat again, then we're going to chat again. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And one more thing, yeah? Please just always remember to be nice. And I do mean be nice. Yes.